Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope everyone is doing well. We have a new face tonight, in case you're new here. Brian's has joined us, as well as his bird Casper. And I will leave everybody linked below, even though you know most of our faces, but just in case. So yeah, let's jump into, actually, let's start with us. Roxy, what are you reading tonight?
Roxy's in a reading slump. I don't know why I just referred to myself in the third person.
That's fun. Roxy thinks this is a bad idea.
I have a co-worker that I used to work with that used to refer to herself as in the third person. I might want to read King of Envy. This is the fifth book in the King of Sins. This is spicy. Or Haunting Adeline, but I think King of Envy, because it says to all the readers who like their fictional men a little unhinged. Sounds right up my alley. So that's what I might be. I'm gonna figure it out. What about you, Tiffany?
I am reading. Well, I finished The Accidental Alchemist. I gave it 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. I finished Twisted Cravings. Gave it 3.5 stars. And then I started the next one in that Mafia series because I have 4 more in the entire series. I just want to finish it because there's another series I want to start, and I just feel like they're too close and I would get characters mixed up. So I want to be totally done with the one world before I switch over. So I started that, and then I'm not sure what Cozy Mystery I am going to start. And then I'm also working my way through Boy Crazy Stacy, which is only taking me long because I only read like a chapter and then kind of, flip.
Yeah, that's cool.
So what about you, Brian?
I finished Doggone It by Spencer Quinn. I did it this morning, or this afternoon. And I'm going to probably have my palate cleanser be some more Flannery O'Connor. Just do one short story. And then I will continue on into the #1 Lady Detective Agency by Alexander Smith and try that. Try that series. I'm trying a whole bunch of new series. I got this from the library for like $1.
Nice.
First 5 or 6 books in the series, so $6. So
nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you, Storm?
Poor Storm.
So much decision.
Well, I was trying to think, and I was like, yeah, I did finish. I think I finished Peace Talk today.
Oh, nice.
Or it was last night. I think it was last night. I finished, but I just finished
after sprints probably. So we'll celebrate. Yay!
Yeah, and I'm still working on Dragon Island. I'm getting closer. I'm like page 138 of 192. And I still have one audio book that I'm listening to, Murder at King's Crossing. My problem is like, I want to read all kinds of things and not the ones that I got going. And
that's how I ended up with 8 books on the Ghost Storm.
Yeah.
That happens.
And because of that, and because of Elizabeth, if you were in the sprints last night on Tiffany's channel, Elizabeth mentioned in passing a book, something about the mystery of the butter chicken or something, if you remember, and it was yeah. Sarah then had to go. Now I'm referring to myself in the third person. Sarah then had to go on the library website and find the first book in the series.
Well, sure.
So I'm starting that tonight. It's The Case of the Missing Servant by Tariq or Tequin Hall, and it's a Vish Puri mystery. It takes place in New Delhi, in India. So he's an inspector in New Delhi, and there's like 6 books in the series. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to start it for this first sprint, so I'll report back. But
do.
He says the guy is the most private investigators agency in South Delhi. Excuse me. Yeah. So I wish it was on audio because I really think it would be lovely on audio. But it's the final 3 books in the series that are on audio, not the first 3, which are frustrating, right? So because I looked. But anyway, that's what I am going to be starting off the sprints with tonight.
Nice.
Let's see what's going on in the comments. And Mary Jo says, Happy Monday. I am still reading 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. You will get that finished at some point, my dear.
Oh, yes.
And she said, today was my dad's birthday, so my brother sent us dinner from a place called Hickory Tavern. My dad had a cheeseburger and fries, And my mom and I had fish and chips. Ooh,
Very
I
nice.
love a good order of
Birthday
fish and
Dad.
chips. Happy birthday, Dad. Mary Jo says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Mary Jo.
Mhm.
Esther Jane. Hello, I DNF'd. I've never heard of Esther DNFing a book before.
Me
I
neither.
have.
Mm.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Really? Tom Lake and went back to reading Death Below the Stairs by Jennifer Ashley. Lots of snow and snowing and snow coming down. Oh, I'm sorry, Esther. Amy says, hello everyone. I started Boy Crazy Stacy BSC number 8 by Anna Martin today. I got so into it I almost finished it in one sitting. Yes, I'm at 72%. I don't know if I will finish it tonight or if I will continue reading Angels and Demons by Dan Brown during the sprint tonight. I like the juxtaposition, they're so easy to get through. Hey, Barbara. Barbara says, good afternoon, friends. Crocheting a new blanket, drinking coffee, listening to the winners. Excellent. And Anita says, hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day. They stayed safe and warm. And she says, tonight I am reading Murder in a Tourist Town by Lynn Cahoon. Excellent. And Amy says, hi, everyone. Not feeling the best, so I may not participate in the chat too much. I'll be reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Amy.
I'll feel better.
Mm-hmm. And our friend Sock here says, I slept most of the day. Now I'm nearly finished with Beauty by Susan Wilson, a short Beauty and the Beast retelling from 1996. Wonderful. Oh, Lee has just arrived. Excellent, excellent. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi. That's the most I can muster right now, Tiffany. I'm sorry.
You know what? Just you doing it one time for me was enough because I know that that's not your normal. So it was
Oh, what are you reading today, Lee?
I'm going to hopefully try to finish up Creep by Jennifer Hillier.
Oh, okay.
I'm 89% in, so hopefully I can get that one done.
Awesome.
Are you liking it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I really like that one.
Yeah. So, did you read the second one, Freak?
I haven't read the second one yet.
Okay.
Lee, I sent you a message in the Discord.
Okay, I'll take a look.
And Cajun says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Dying Over Spilled Milk, Heather Vale number 2. But listen and try to sleep. I'm not feeling too well. Something's going around.
Yeah, Cajun, I'm sorry.
Everybody, you're not feeling well. And Cajun says to Anita, hope you feel better soon. Elle's Books, hello, starting The Spanish Daughter by Lorna Hughes. Wonderful. And she says, thank you to Cajun. Carmen, she says, hi, everyone. I am reading Dear Hugo by Molly Clavington this evening. Excellent. And saying to Anita, I hope you feel better soon. And Kim says, hi, everyone. Not reading, just trying to stay warm. My usual pizza today. Excellent. And Willa says, happy birthday to your dad, to Mary Jo. Amy says, hi, everyone. I'm listening to The Princess Problem by Terry Wilson and Winter's Secret by Lynn Coote. I also borrowed the BSC's Christie's Great Idea to Start Tomorrow. Yes, I love it.
Yay!
Style tuna wraps. Excellent. Tanya says, hi there. I finished my book about an hour ago, and now I have no idea what to read next. Well, congratulations on the finish. Oh, and Sock finished her book. Well done, Sock. Very good.
Oh.
You can tell we're getting close to the end of the month because everybody's like rushing to finish books before month end.
Yeah.
And Willow says, hope you feel better soon to Anita. Sock says, sorry to hear that so many people are feeling sick. Yes.
No, it's a bummer. I feel like
And she says, or cold or tired. Hopefully we can all help keep each other's spirits up. I concur. And Mary Jo says, thanks to Willow. Romantic Bookworm. Hi, everyone. I'm still currently reading Gorgeous Monster by Charity Farrell on KU. I've restarted Her Man of Honor by Terry Wilson on KU. Excellent. And Carmen says, oh, bummer to Cajun. I hope you feel better soon. Sure is going around. We're feeling pretty cruddy in our house too. Boo. Yeah.
Aw.
You gonna survive there, Tiff?
You okay?
Sounds like Tiffany is too.
My goodness.
I told you to quit smoking, Tiffany. Just kidding. And Cass says, "Good evening. I'm reading A Pie to Die For by Gretchen Rue. Love the way she writes. Relatable characters, intriguing mystery, and all kinds of cozy goodness. Wonderful." And Sock is asking, "How's Gorgeous Monster? I haven't read anything by Charity Farrell yet." Kim is saying, "Hope everyone feels better soon." Mary
Yes.
Jo says, "If you think this weather is bad, they're looking at something for next weekend. It could be rain, snow, or just plain cold. It can stay away."
Yeah, Friday we're gonna be back. The nighttime temperature is -3. So
Oh, good Lord.
-3. That's offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I saw it.
our water came back, but I said it'll be back for a little bit, and then it's gonna go back to
Go again. Aw.
Like tonight's gonna be 15, and so it may or may not, depending. But like the next couple of days, I think it's only gonna get the highs like 7 or whatever.
Mm.
The daytimes are gonna be like in the 30s, but it's
Yeah.
the nighttime.
That's a
Good
big
diet
jump
first.
from one to the other.
Can I tell you guys something
Please.
really quick? So Adrian, who wrote Whiskey Business,
Mm-hmm.
which is his first book ever, was nominated. It's public now. It's not. It was nominated for both Best First at Malice for Agatha Awards and
No.
Best First Book at Left Coast Crime this year.
Congratulations. That's
Nice.
amazing.
Like it's absolute. It's. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
That's
Anyways,
very
I'm so
cool.
excited for him. I had to.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, we're all here for good news. I'm always about the
Yeah,
good news. Hi,
so
Missy.
excited for him.
Of course, I'm on camera. You had to show your face. Actually, it was funny. Speaking of the weather, though, I posted something on my Instagram today for those of you who follow me, and it's a bit from a guy in. He's in Scotland. He's like, "Canada, -35. The weather is trying to kill you." And he's like overlapping Toronto, and he's pointing at Toronto. He goes, "You built all these lovely buildings. Just abandon them. Go somewhere else."
Were you watching Garen, the Irish guy?
Yes, that's
I
what
seen
he's
that video.
He's like, "It's coming this way, and I don't think we're going to
It
survive."
said Canada is dead or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Canada's dead.
So I was like, what? And so I had to look at it, and I was like, oh, it's the little Irish guy. So
Whenever we have a hurricane, like afterwards, and the weather gets really nice, there's always memes that go like at least that go around Florida. That's like, "Come on, Mother Nature, don't act like you just didn't try to kill us 5 minutes ago."
That's right.
Like,
That's
settle
right.
me out.
But yeah, and I was seeing
Fair.
videos from downtown Toronto, and this one guy was trying to shovel himself out from a street, a
Ugh.
few streets from where my cousin lives. The snow was up to the windows of his car. Like, it was insane. And I'm like, you ain't leaving your house. Don't even bother, you know? Just get, "Hi, I'm busy. Did you know that?"
well, there was like in his little video, he's showing like people were walking around, and so I'm sure he's thinking, what on earth are people walking around as negative?
Yeah, they were. If it's the video that I watched, Missy, you're standing on the thing. Thank you. They were at the lakes, or the lake. They were at the islands, the Toronto Islands, and it freezes so much, and they
Yeah,
were
it showed,
walking
like,
on the ice on Lake
Walking
Ontario.
on, oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful view in the summertime, and I take the ferry out there, but I would not be doing that in the winter. People live on that island.
My friend in West Virginia, she said she had to go and break up the yard so that her dog could go potty.
Yep.
'Cause said
Yep.
I guess because they got snow, ice, then snow, and everything, and so the way it froze it, and he would step in it and it would crunch down, I guess, or whatever, and so
Yes.
he was having a hard time walking. So she had to go around breaking it all up and everything so that her dog
Aw.
could walk around. It's like
Aw.
what we do for our pets.
I saw a
Absolutely.
video
Yeah.
of a like cops like knocking on a door, and they're like, "We have a wellness check that there's a child screaming," and the
Mhm.
lady's like, and she points, and it's her husky laying out in the
Yes.
snow, like thrilled. He's just like, ah, like
Yeah.
he's so happy, but like somebody called it a wellness check.
On a dog.
I see those ones that are like they're gonna call the like police on because you won't come inside. They think I'm treating you bad because
Yeah, the neighbors are gonna call,
yeah.
yeah.
Dogs in,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it's the husky, and it's just like no, it won't come in. She's like, please come
Exactly.
in.
They're in heaven.
My
This
work
is
friend,
their time.
right? My work friend lives in the city, and she's got 2 cats, and she like chicken wired in her whole balcony, so the kids or the cats can go on the balcony, and she doesn't have to worry about them falling off, right? So she let them out yesterday in the snow, and they were like sitting on the cat tower, like they did not want to come in. She's like, "Can we come in now, please?" And the cats are like, "Nope, we're good."
Dresden went outside for like, I think, 5 seconds and decided that she didn't like it. Came back inside.
Yeah, this one poked
I
her
don't
head
blame
when Garrett went outside to shovel or something. She poked her head out the door and went, "Nope." Came right back in. I'll be having none of that, thank you. Yes, you. And Mary Jo says, if you all... Oh, yeah, she already said that. So Tanya says, I'm sorry to hear there are so many of us under the weather. Feel better soon, everyone. I agree.
Yeah.
Willow says, good evening. I'm going to be reading Murder at the Breakers. I'm at 60%. Actually, maybe I'll finish that up tonight.
How
I'm
are
at
you liking
82%.
that one, Willow?
Yes, are you enjoying it, Willow? Because I'm really liking it.
I liked it. Yeah,
I really like the time period.
it's a very good first book in.
Oh
a
my
series
goodness,
for
yes.
Cody, because a lot of times they're not like great, the first ones, but that one was pretty good.
Yeah, she did a really good job. Really good job. And I love the bits where she's like trying to call someone on the phone and you've got to get to the operator first, and the operator's super nosy, like, oh, why are you calling this person? And I'm like, none of your damn business.
Just put me through.
Just put me through. Emily says, sending healing vibes to everyone. Thank you, Emily. Willa says, oh no, hope you feel better to Cajun. Tan says, I'm definitely ready for spring. Mary Jo said, sending all well wishes to anyone under the weather. Hey, Kat's here. Howdy, friends. I have a couple of chores before I can read. That's okay. And Amy says, I hope all who are not feeling well get better soon. Anita says, all in all, we got 10 inches of snow here in New Jersey, and I am hibernating. I can't wait for spring.
I'm glad you're able to stay in
And you don't have to go out. Exactly.
Dad wants to venture out tomorrow.
Mm.
So I'm hoping the roads are okay. It's not the main roads; it's getting to the main roads because we live out in the country part. So we have a bunch of off roads that they don't come through and plow. So.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Oh, here we go. And Emily says, I'm working on Ghost Story by Jim Butcher tonight. Currently 128 out of 578. And Tanny says, hi, Kat. Kim said, started Murder at Mallowan Hall on lunch day. So far, really enjoying it.
Excellent.
And Amy says, thank you to Carmen and Willow. Esther says to Willow, how are you liking it so far? And Romantic Bookworm says, I also started Skater Book 6 in the Seattle Shark series by Samantha Whiskey on KU during the sprints last night, so I will be continuing that too. She is definitely getting her money out of Kindle Unlimited, and I love that so much.
That's
right.
That's
and Amy says,
she's literally
right?
Bam, 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 bam.
Right, exactly. Like I pay for KU too, and I'm like, I really should utilize it more.
Yeah, because I've tried KU like a couple of times, and every time all I did was waste my money because I might read one thing and that was it. So I think if you use it like that, then it's probably worth it. But to me, it isn't.
Kindle Unlimited wants people like us, Storm. They don't want people like her.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, can you share it with somebody? Because
legitimately, yes.
I only want it for every now and then. There's a book that I want that I can't find anywhere else that I could get there, but it's not really worth paying the price for it.
Mm-hmm. That's why they should have it like an occasional user one.
Yeah.
Or like a limited, like you get 5 a month,
Yeah,
precisely.
Like
yes, that's a great idea, Tiffany.
Yeah, exactly. And I wish Audible was more like Kindle Unlimited.
God, I wish.
Please, that'd be awesome.
Right? God, thank God for Libby and my access to libraries.
If Audible was more like Kindle Unlimited, I'd probably pay the price for it because I do listen to more audiobooks than I would read. So
exactly.
Amy says, I hope everyone who's not familiar will get better soon. Tanny says, about 15 inches here, I think, and there's supposed to be more tonight. Good night. And Carmen says, hiya, Kat. We're going to jump into a sprint in a minute. And Sock says, I think we got a bit over a foot of snow. Wow. Barb's comment, of course, she has to rub it in. We got 0 inches here in Washington. Oh my gosh. And Esther says, we're at 15 inches and still counting.
Oh,
good. And Nia says, it's a balmy 23 degrees here in New Jersey. Of course, my brain immediately went, oh, that's beautiful. No, it's not.
I have a question for Lee, who's also in New Jersey. Lee, are your windows open? Answer honestly.
They're not, and I actually have a heater right here. It's not turned on right now. I have a heater right here. It was turned on earlier.
Oh wow!
Wow.
I
It's
slept with my
cold,
window
New
cracked
Jersey,
open last
y'all.
night.
That's
Yeah. It's 18 degrees here right now.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, it's cold when Lee's got the window down.
that's
And
what
I
I'm
have
saying.
and I
Like
have sweats and socks on. So
wow.
that's my bar. Like even, I don't care what the temp is. My bar is are Lee's windows open.
yeah, no, not right now.
I went to bed last night with my window cracked open because I was just sweltering, and I don't know why, because it's hotter than Hades in this house because of the heat coming through. And then I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, where's all the blankets? Give me a cat to keep me warm. Like shutting the window, you know. Like, too
And
cold.
then it's like those ones like I don't want to get up and shut the window. I don't want to get up and shut the window.
Precisely. Can someone do that for me? Carmen says Washington State to Barb. And Toya says, hello everyone, reading The Witcher. After yesterday rain, it did freeze, then snowed. And Roxy, it's okay to refer to the third person just as long as you are the only person.
The only person. As far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
All right, I'm going to mark this comment and we shall jump into some sprints until the top of the hour. Sound good?
Perfect.
That's great.
Happy reading.
Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
My music don't want to pause. I listened to music and it didn't want to pause. That's all I did. What you did, Tiffany?
You're muted, my dear.
Listen to a little of my book, and I got to, let me see. Well, shiitake mushrooms.
Mhm.
I think about 18%. It will. How
Okay.
about you, Brian?
I got my short story read for Flannery O'Connor. She always punches me in the gut and pulls my underwear over my head and says to not say thank you afterwards. But well, I don't know. And then that's all I got that I didn't get into my mystery at all.
But you got some done. Well done.
That's right.
I read a couple pages of Dragon Island. I'm at page 140 now, and then I was like, I really need to get ready to edit my 2 on Tuesday so I can put it up. I feel like I'm a little behind this week, so
I haven't even filmed mine yet, Stormy. That's gonna be tomorrow's project.
I know.
How about you, Lee?
I was just about to say I did my 2 on Tuesday. No, I did not. I got to 96% increase, and just got the big twist there at the end, which I'm like, oh, did not see that coming, and I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I completely changed tracks on what book I said I was going to read because I do read, because I have so many on the go, I read them in a specific order so nothing gets prioritized. And I read a few more chapters of his Forever Texas Rose by Stella Bagwell. That was pretty good. We just got to the naughty bit scene, so I was kind of like, scroll. Okay, are we done? Scroll.
Those are the best part.
I'm just over them now. I'm just like, it's just so, I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's great. Thanks.
They got to be done well. To me, the more descriptive, the better.
Yeah.
What video is it somewhere where I think it's a woman who goes, ladies, and she takes out a tape measure and she starts measuring and goes, this, and it's like 12 inches. And she goes, no.
Yeah, I know that video you're talking about. Yeah.
I think I've seen that one.
Barely
acceptable. Yes, acceptable, fine.
Yeah. Or there was one I saw today with the weather, and the husband and wife are standing outside, and she's like, how much snow do you think we got? He's like, 12 inches. She's like, really? She goes and gets the tape measure. It's 4 inches. She goes, that's why, ladies, never trust a male meteorologist. He's going to get it wrong.
They have the one like that. Shared. Did you see the one? It's like she said 3 to 5 inches of snow is supposed to get. That's a lot, and the dude's like washing dishes, smiling like.
I saw the meteorologist one, but I also saw this lady was in like a grocery store of some sort, and she's like listening to her audio book, and it says she can barely wrap both her hands around it, and she picks up like the big tube of like ground beef.
Yeah.
And her face and her people are good. It was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh.
I love that people can like laugh and joke about, because it's hilarious.
It's so absurd sometimes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't understand what these authors are thinking because that's unrealistic.
Oh, come. Yeah.
Absolutely. Same with I saw one and she was talking about like she's like drawing it out like it's a game of like a Twister or something. Like you're trying to figure out how this goes here and this, like I was cracking up at that. She's like, I needed a drawing. Barb says, yes, Carmen, Spokane, Washington, but still flooding near Seattle. Ugh.
Ooh.
And Anita says, I'm having leftover mac and cheese for dinner. I also had mac and cheese, but I don't understand what you mean by leftover. Why would there be leftover mac and cheese?
Because some people may go by portion size.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, according to a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, I am a family of 4. Okay.
Yeah, so there's that video out there. I am a family of 4.
I identify as a family of 4, yeah.
Well, it's like the one guy that he says, portion size is subjective. It depends on your portion. What you want.
Well, my hepatologist asked me, my liver doctor asked me on Wednesday, and she's like, "Are you watching your sodium?" I said, "I'm watching it." Didn't say I was tracking it or trying to be good, but I am watching it. Amy says, congratulations on finishing your books, Tiffany and Brian. Yes.
Thanks, Amy.
And Emily says, Storm, that is how I binged 5 Mafia romance novels in 3 days. Who am I? I blame Tiffany.
Yeah,
My
when
work
you
here
when
is
you want to
fun.
read all the things.
No,
Right.
don't mess with that. Bella, no.
And then Esther says, Brian, I didn't catch it. What Alexander McCall Smith series are you reading?
It's the first one. It's the #1 lady detective agency in that series.
Fantastic.
My
And
problem is
Christopher,
when I
what?
start to make a TBR or something, or think about what I'm going to read next month, and then I want to read those books right now. So.
Yep. Accurate.
I feel that.
And Emily answered Esther. And Amy says, oh, that sounds interesting, Sarah. I cannot wait for your review. Oh, I will get to it. Hopefully I'll start it tonight. And Sue says, just hopping in to hit the like button. I hope everyone is safe and well. You as well. Blake, hey Blake. Hi everyone. I'm reading Murder at the Spelling Bee by Lee Hollis.
Yay!
And Barb says, I'm in West Washington, but have family in East Washington. I'm never going to try and pronounce it because some of the way that y'all spell stuff out in the Pacific Northwest is just weird. Weird. And Cajun says to Blake, that is such a good series. And Blake says, Cajun, I agree. Rick is my favorite. Barb says, Esther Jane, Meryl Streep narrated, a narrator for Tom Lake. It's slow going, but good. Excellent. And Amy says, congratulations to those who finished their books as well. And Barb says, Gertrude has been sneezing. I told her to knock it off. Isn't that her foot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to know. You might want to see a doctor. I'm not too sure here. And Romantic Bookworm says, to Sock, it's actually quite good, although it's been a while since I've read a Mafia romance.
Ooh.
And Sock says, how are people getting her Man of Honor on KU? Amazon tells me it's paid only. Also, the paperback is over $100, although other sellers have it for a lot less. That's crazy.
$100?
For a Harlequin book, and not even one that's that old? That's craziness.
Is it out of print?
Well, they go to print every month.
Okay.
Like, at the end of the month, it's like issues of magazines, if you didn't know. For category romance, they release so many every month, and then at the end of the month, they literally, in Walmart and stuff, will take them all off the shelves and send them back.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
I remember having to do that, so.
Yeah. Emily says, our high temperature for this week is 20.
Yeah.
And Sock says, I'm not usually a huge age gap person, but I'm intrigued by the summary. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Hopefully I can finish up Here Today, Gone to Molly, which is just a great title.
Yay!
By
I
Rebecca
love it.
Adler.
Love it.
And Tana says, hi, Missy. She's left. When we first went on the sprints, I'm sitting here going, does somebody have their microphone on? Because I could hear this noise. And I look around my laptop and she's cleaning herself. That's all I can hear. I thought, like, in the background or something. Could you keep it down? Pat, good evening, everyone. I have no internet tonight. Oh, no. So I will not be reading tonight. I'm exhausted, so good night. Be safe and warm. Oh, you too as well, Pat.
Hi, Pat. I hope
Don't
it gets
get
fixed soon.
Yeah, that's the worst. And Sock says, try to stay cozy. Candy says, my dog's half husky. She does like being warm and cozy, but today she loved playing in the snow, even though it was past her belly. Oh, my goodness.
Mm.
And Cajun said, Donna Andrews won Agatha and Anthony Awards for first novel. Hopefully Adrian has as much success.
Yeah.
Whiskey Business was great.
Absolutely. Yeah, and she got last year was the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, wow.
Was it?
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Her book covers and titles are just
Titles
phenomenal.
are great, yeah.
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 And Lori says it's 12 degrees, but the feel by temp is 3 degrees. Tomato soup and grilled cheese for dinner.
Oh, yes.
Yum.
I'm not a tomato soup fan at all, but I love soup, and soup and grilled cheese in this weather is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely perfect this weather.
And a romantic bookworm says to Sock, I'm in Scotland in the UK, so I think we have different KU books to America and Canada.
Yeah.
Also, I'm the other way. I'm a huge age gap fan.
Me
Now
too.
I'm interested if we have, bear with me just a second here. Her man of honor is what she said, right? Her man of honor. Da-da-da-da.
Well, I read romances, so I'm definitely a fan of huge age gaps.
Yeah, like 500 years.
I was about to say 500 years. I don't know.
He's the undead and she's a teenager. You know, the age gap thing, right?
Well,
And no,
mine's
it's
not
not-
so bad, but I mean, I read a lot of these, so apparently I like age.
And there is an age gap in those more often than not. Yep. Yep. And Lori says, still reading Terry Wilson series. I'm so happy. I'm so glad you're reading those and enjoying them. And Bran the reader says, hi, all fairly new here. Hey, welcome. Happy to catch a sprint tonight. I'm reading Haven't Killed in Years by Amy K. Green. That sounds interesting.
Nice.
And Willa says, I'm really enjoying it and want to continue the series. I love the time period too, Sarah. Yes, the Gilded Age. There's something about those really rich people, like you know, and how they spent their ridiculous sums of money.
Right.
One of my viewers said that they had been down to Newport, Rhode Island and seen the breakers firsthand, and you can tour it and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, that and Biltmore are the two big ones that I'd love to go and see one day, you know? I used to love watching that show, America's Castles. Did you guys ever see that?
No,
I
but
loved watching that show. It was fantastic.
I had a phase where I was obsessed with Anderson Cooper, hence I was obsessed with like the Vanderbilts because of Anderson Cooper. Like
yes.
So yeah, I was.
And we
when
have
I was in California, I got to go and kind of view the Randolph Hearst. I think that's his name.
Oh, cool.
First Castle, yeah.
Cool.
I got to go look at that. So it was pretty cool.
We have one in Toronto. It's called Castle Loma, and it's like one of those grand estates, and it's like just outside the city. And when I was a kid, we would go on tours. That was like one of those like trips we had to go on as kids, right? Because of the history. And it's a beautifully done building. And I actually know someone who got married there, and I don't want to think about what that cost because it was like the grounds now are just maintained by the city. You know what I mean? Like it's just beautiful.
I would like to say that if somebody's wanting to buy her Man of Honor, could go on Thrift Books because it's like $5.69 compared to Amazon's $106.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I was just say Amazon seems to be inflated sometimes with their
supply and demand. How much of a markup are you taking, Amazon?
Right.
Well, you know, and it's people who think, oh, well, they don't make it anymore or whatever it is, then people are going to want it. But no, I mean, it's Harlequin, and yeah, there are collectors, but they're not. We're not that crazy. So
the average person though is not a collector, and they're going to pay $5.99 or $4.99 to get the Kindle edition.
Yeah, and
right, or borrow it from their library.
This one I can only find for around. It's like $11 or $12. I can't find any cheaper than that. And I think I got this for maybe 10 cents or something.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, there's a couple I have. Actually, Tiffany, we were talking the other day about the Babysitters Club, the Secret Santa, and the Chain Letter. I found Chain Letter on Thrift Books for $7. So when I get paid, I'm going to buy it. But I found Secret Santa is going for over 100 Canadian plus shipping. So I put it on my wish list. I'm like, if it ever comes up and it's under a certain amount, I'll jump and buy it. But I'm not.
Yeah, because then you put it on a wish list and then you go check your wish list every now and then and see it's like, oh, maybe it's
that, or just maybe one day I'll get lucky and I'll see it at a thrift store.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I've seen them before occasionally, but you know.
Now,
so yeah,
Lauren,
I had to tell you that. I forgot to tell you that, Tiffany.
What Kevin paid because he bought me? Did I show you? He bought me
both of them.
Yeah, it seemed in your video that you.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But he just heard me talk, and I guess I'm spoiled. I don't know what now I'm like, oh, he probably wants something.
But at least he paid attention.
And he's like, hey, there's a new Star Wars Lego that's $200.
Well, it sounds like my husband, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
we got to butter you up a little bit, but I mean, I'd say at least he pays attention to what you actually talk about.
That's right. And the thing that I said to Garrett was, if I was to buy the Secret Santa one, if it was still in its original cellophane and it had like the necklace or whatever it came with, I would be willing to probably part with the money. But if it's an open copy and you're missing that, then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd still be cool to have, but not $100 cool.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
my
lot of
money.
things
Now, if
that
I
I
had a
think are
Kevin-
cool, but not that much cool. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Now, if I had a Kevy. And Sock says, thanks. The time to work some VPN magic. I actually said that to Garrett the other day because I started reading Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander. I read it a couple years ago, but because I want to read, I'm rereading it just to remember, right?
he says, pay attention.
And it's not available at any library that I've access to on ebook. It is $13 for the Kindle. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I said to Garrett, could you work your magic and see if you can find me an ebook copy? He's like, I can't find it anywhere. I have it on audio, thank goodness. But I'm like, this is a popular series.
Well, I'm
Her
sorry. Which
series
book is
are
it?
so hard
Your Baker.
to get.
Oh.
Ellie Alexander, hers are just really hard to get anywhere.
They
Some of
are.
the Kindle editions are $25.
Yeah.
I'm like, is she coming to read it to me for that price?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Actually, speaking of, I love that. I've seen so many library things come up now on social media, like they're doing like skits and stuff. And the person will walk in and they'll hand the book over and say, do you have this on audio? They're like, yes, come with me. And they sit together on a couch and he opens the book and starts reading it to her. I just think it's so cute.
Okay, that's funny.
Or the other one I saw is like, oh, do you have this book? And they're like, yes, would you like it for here or to go? And they're like, for here. So they sit them in a comfy chair, give them a blanket, bring them a tea, and bring them the book. And they just sit in the library. I'm like, I would love that.
Right?
That would be delightful.
Oh,
Sock says, Stormy, Dad is clearly high as a kite if he thinks that's a good idea going out tomorrow.
Oh,
He does not. I mean, we usually
Get
go
Nancy.
somewhere we usually go to Hardee's on Mondays, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
go anywhere on Tuesdays, and then because like every other day, and he didn't get to go anywhere today, so he's really itching probably to get out.
Yeah. And Anita's asking Lee, how many inches did you get?
14, 15.
oh,
Unrealistic.
nice.
I'm like, the winter's the only time it's appropriate to ask those kind of questions.
Yeah, the only time it's appropriate.
If we want to get inappropriate, 14, 15, and I thought it was a bit too much.
Yeah.
There's a married couple that does these skits, and it's like they just pick a theme, and they're like the things that you can say about your wife's cooking, but not about you
Yes.
guys.
Mhm.
Oh, they're
And then they
hilarious.
just pick a theme, and I mean, yeah.
Yep. Oh, I've seen them. They're hilarious.
Emily
Yeah.
said, poor Brian
Yeah.
at the bottom. Poor
Welcome,
Brian.
Brian.
It storms.
I hope we're not embarrassing you in all
No,
honesty.
it's
No,
fine.
I think with me and my Discord, God, I was wild last night.
Mm,
Jesus Christ.
I absolutely love the little graphic you made though, Ryan. That was funny.
Storm and I running away, and Roxy chasing us down with
Your spicy book.
spicy book.
yeah.
Is that in the Discord?
It's in
Roxy's
Roxy's
Discord.
Discord.
I'll have to go and look because that's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll have to post it in the other ones when we're done.
That's hilarious. Love it. And Sock says, we finished the apricot anise cookies today, and I barely have any anise extract left. Maybe brandy extract and apricot. Yum.
Ooh.
Esther says, a friend of mine, Carol Poulette, is up for Agatha Award for Historical Mystery.
Awesome.
Nice.
Fantastic. Oh, Cajun says, I saved about $900 last year using Kindle Unlimited.
Wow.
Wow. Katie.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Dang.
keep track this year of borrowing books and how much I'm saving, just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy says, try it, Sock, see if it works for the cookies. And Emily heard Casper.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
He's letting you know he's
he likes to
around.
sing.
Aww. And Sock says to Cajun, some of the libraries around here have started putting how much you saved on your checkout receipt. I love seeing that.
I've seen that too.
And Cajun says to Sock, I have a spreadsheet to track my KU, Audible Plus, and library savings.
Wow.
And Lee says, I might have to start doing that, Cajun. I think it's a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
And Sock says to Cajun, that sounds awesome. I'm a big fan of both organization and being frugal. Frugality, I can never say that word.
Organization will set you free.
Says, yes, the storms are meant to be hitting us in Scotland and the UK this week or next week. Not looking
Ooh.
forward to it. Yeah, they're not prepared for that over there.
Yeah, I think and that was on that one with Garen too when he was talking about. He goes, and it looks like it's headed their way. It had the storm that was going to
Yeah,
Island.
like moving over.
Like, we're not prepared.
We're not going to survive. Like, I didn't realize until Fiona said it the other night that they don't really get snow in Scotland. For some reason, my brain was like, well, they're far north. They should get snow. But
I think they just get like really wet and cold.
I think it's like the Pacific Northwest and Vancouver in Canada. Like they get, it's that side, so they get that kind of weather. Mary Jo is on page 470 of 564. Kat says, hubby is home, so we're going to watch an episode of something before he goes to bed. So maybe I'll get to read something afterward. Excellent. And she says, I have 2 books to start. The Blue Castle by Ella Montgomery, nice Canadian read, and The Place Where They Buried Your Heart by Christina Henry. Wonderful.
Horror book, of course.
Yes. Yeah. Like an Anne of Green Gables type book and a horror novel. You got to have balance. It's
Yeah.
I parted ways
club
with
and
Christina
spicy
Henry.
romance.
I parted way with Christina Henry. I tried like several of her books, and I always gave them like 2 stars or lower. So, not for me.
And Tanya says, I love The Blue Castle.
I like the Blue Castle too.
And she says, I started Head Witch in Charge by Avery Flynn. And Carmen made it to 36%. Well done. Amy says, I didn't read that sprint. I was playing Monopoly Go. Perfect. And Kristen says, I am so bored with Summer Sisters by Judy Blume.
Uh-oh. DNF.
DNF, yeah. And Amy says, I got 17% in The Princess Problem. Sock said, started My Funny Demon Valentine by Aurora Asher. Fantastic. Nita got 72%. Tanya read 17 pages of The Witcher, The Last Wish. Emily, I only read 6 pages, but popped out my contacts and changed into pajamas. Wonderful. Brance has read about 20 pages. Wonderful. Willow got to 67%. Cajun got to 65% and dozed a bit. Jill says, hi, everyone.
Hey, Jill.
Emily says, Roxy, the talk of the snow lynx makes me want to ask if you're reading a certain book on KU. That is so unrealistic. And you're asking name of book, Emily?
Yeah, she messaged me. She told me the name of the book. Yeah.
And Jill says 20.5 inches, and we're getting another 1 to 3 tonight. The drifts were so high they came up to my knees, and I'm 5'5", not fun. Then to top off things, the battery on my truck died, and I had to call AAA for support or to jumpstart. My goodness.
Jill. Sorry.
That sucks.
Nasty.
That's like the other day when we got really low. I think it got to minus 37 or something like that. I went out just to make sure I could start the car, and my brother came over and started my mom's car and all that stuff just because you don't want the engine block to freeze or something. We're not used to that cold temperatures here. Kim says, I'm a family of 4 with most foods.
Yes.
What's a serving size? Esther says, excellent series. I've read them all. Barb says she has family in that Wenatchee place.
Wenatchee?
Wenatchee, you're probably right. I just think they just put random letters together just to confuse everybody else.
No, that's Louisiana.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
Okay.
Hello, Kairu.
They're not that hard to pronounce.
They don't look anything like they're pronounced.
Right?
They do to me, but maybe just because I'm used to it.
Yeah, potentially. Esther says, thanks, I can do audio. There you go. Cajun says, I may or may not have once uttered the sentence, what the bleep do you think you're putting where the think do you think you're putting that? Slightly off topic, but there's a guy that I watch on Instagram. Steve something. He's a nurse, but he does comedy bits. And he gets real stories from nurses from emergency rooms and then reenacts them. And I saw one today and I had to show Garrett because we were cracking up laughing. And it was some guy put something somewhere, a giant thing of Costco, whatever, somewhere, and was wondering why he was constipated. So then supposedly when they got it out, he asked if he could have this pill bottle back because it was full of laxatives. I was just cracking up laughing.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like the things that nurses probably see is just unbelievable.
Takes a special kind of person to be like nurses and things, because
Especially if you're an emergency room nurse.
I couldn't be an emergency room nurse because I'm sorry. I would tell all your business. I say every last dirty thing I ever seen in an emergency room.
There's no HIPAA for Roxy.
Yeah, my mom worked as an ER nurse overnights for decades, and
Overnight. Ooh.
the story she would come home and tell us about stuff was just she's just like on and
Roxy
on.
be like, if you're stupid enough to do it, I'm telling everybody about it.
My cousin is an emergency room nurse, and I've heard about Hot Wheels cars and everything,
Mhm.
Barbie doll heads, and I'm like, wow.
Mhm.
I think TLC used to have that Untold Stories of the ER, and they would have
Yes.
those
Yes.
nurses tell stories.
I mean, just being in the ER, the amount of times I have been, overnight, you're sitting in your like little cot in your little room with no pride, and you can hear everything happening. And I'm like, you people are ridiculous, This is you want a bag of popcorn so you can sit there and be like, and then what happened?
Like, wait,
Here's your
don't
discharge papers.
put the curtain
Hold
on.
on.
No, hold on. Oh, the police are here now. This is getting exciting, like.
My grandmother, when she was just in the hospital around, Thanksgiving and everything, there was a little boy who was like screaming and crying for like 2 hours straight. And it was that long. I mean, clearly not like throwing a tantrum, like in pain, like he was there,
Yeah.
When I say little, I mean like he was probably about 9 or 10. And he got released, and the doctor came over next door. We were in the very next room, and he told her she was gonna have to stay. And she goes, "Why? I'm better off than that kid." It was like, oh my God. It was like, be nice. He was like, I was like you're spraying bullets at an 8-year-old. Like, good dang. She was all feisty.
When I was in November, just before I had my surgery, and I had to wait in the waiting room because I wasn't dying, and there was actually a couple gunshot victims back there. Welcome to downtown Toronto. And the amount of homeless, now I'm not John, but they come in and they're just looking for a place to warm up, right? But they can't go past the lobby, and I was stuck in the lobby, and it was just like, the nurses were really trying to be good to keep me so I didn't get sick, right? And then you finally get back there, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Lori says, I was reading in my bed under my covers and I fell asleep during the reading sprint. Not good. No, that's okay. I fell asleep on my Kindle and now I have to find the right page. Anyone ever done that before?
Oh, all the time.
Yep.
Especially with audiobooks. I'll fall asleep,
gosh,
wake up, and you're like, what happened? Who died? What?
Yeah.
Until
The
I
killer
got
was
the
you?
stand, I can't tell you how many times I dropped it on my face.
Yes.
I would wake up because I dropped it.
I was walking in the room the other day and I had my Kindle in my hand and it slipped out of my hand and it hit my big toe, like the corner hit my big toe. That hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That really hurt. I'm like, ah. And Garrett's like, I'm like, it hurt. Don't make fun of me. Drop it on your foot.
Casper will sometimes, if I fall asleep, he'll perch up right here, and birds, cockatiels, they'll make this like rah noise when they're chicks, just as signs that they're hungry, and they continue on, in their adulthood, just because it's kind of like cats, so they meow. And
Right.
he'll sit there, and when I fall asleep, he'll start making that noise to wake me up, and so it's. I guess I snore. So
You're not supposed to be sleeping now. Get up.
My cat chews on me, so I know if I die, they're gonna eat me.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'm convinced myself of that. Yeah.
Will my cat eat my eyeballs? Just saying.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, spoiler alert. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Bayside Books reading Little Dare by Brenda Jackson. Yay! It's a Silhouette Desire novel. Oh, Brenda Jackson is fantastic. Barb says to Carmen, we should meet. Carmen says to Barb, that would be fun. Romantic Bookworm. See, my trick with KU is I split it with my mom, so it's on her KU account. We roughly get 10 books each, so I'm signed into her account on my tablet. There's one way to share KU.
There you go. Yeah.
And she says there are a lot of newer books being added to KU recently. Oh, that's fantastic. And Emily says, Roxy, I saw a reel today that the reason why there is such a huge age gap in romanticy, just because it takes that long for the male to be mature enough for the female.
Yes.
Well, I don't know, because I don't think I have grown up very much.
You're more adult than me. Trust me.
I was gonna say, do you know what my husband's asking for his 50th birthday? Like, an ice cream cake. Okay, so let's just.
Oh, that's not where my mind went.
No, listen, I'm staying out of that. Okay. Good night.
Oh, where's the holy water?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so use the cat to protect yourself there, Roxy.
Oh no, she was going to step on the keyboard.
I'm just laughing.
Sure.
All right, we'll jump into one more sprint, and we'll sprint until the top of the hour. Sound good?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Perfect.
Happy reading, everybody. And Roxy,
Happy
get the holy water.
I'll go
Have
grab
some
it.
somewhere.
Yeah. So how did everybody do?
I think I finally found a book that captured my interest.
Yay!
I started A Part of Your World by I can't pronounce the last name ever. Writes the songs a lot. Abby Jamez. How you pronounce her last name?
Abby Jimenez.
Jimenez. Storm gets a kick out of my pronunciations.
I tried to tell her, I tried to phonics it on her. I said, but I get a kick out of listening to her say it.
And I'm still gonna say it wrong.
Jimenez. She's always saying.
Like the Mexican fruit drink. That's Jumex. What that is? I don't know the more. To you, Tiffany. We done.
And now on to Tiffany with the weather.
I was messing around on Instagram and stuff like that. I didn't really read that last sprint.
That's cool.
I got a chapter done of
Nice.
the Alex Smith book, so it's the first chapter. I don't know yet, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Good
one
and bad.
chapter. Yeah.
What you, Storm?
I edited mine too on Tuesday.
Excellent.
There you go.
There you go.
Excellent.
I wanted to knit a little bit on my hat, but the second I picked up my knitting, Missy decided to sit directly in my lap, so that wasn't going to happen. But I did listen to about 3 or 4 chapters. It sounds like a lot, but they're super short chapters of Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander. So got a little bit of that to listen to.
Yay.
All right, we'll finish off the comments. Sock says, I've been to Newport a few times and also to the Biltmore, North Carolina. Worth the trip. Thank you for letting me know. Josie, hello from Japan.
Oh.
Wow. Nice to meet you. Reading Iron and Embers and Bookshop and Bone Dust. Phenomenal. Well,
Welcome.
how's the weather in Japan? And what time is it there currently?
It's probably tomorrow in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
What are the lotto numbers? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, speaking of that, I saw a video of a guy who on New Year's Eve, I think he was in Malaysia, and he watched the fireworks, like he watched it turn to 2026 in Malaysia, and then he got on a plane and flew to Hawaii and watched it again in Hawaii. So he traveled back in time to, but I mean, the planning you had to do to find a flight that would take you to that place to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly the right time.
I'm like, all that for a YouTube video. I'm like, you do you, pumpkin, but not for me. Karma's laughing at Emily. And Sock says, I've been to the Hearst Castle and Castle Loma. Yay! My uncle used to do some stuff at Hearst Castle and got to swim in the pool. Oh, that's cool. Bayside Book says, my Amazon says that her Man of Honor is $4.99 for the Kindle version. The paperback is over $100.
Yeah, that's what it says. It's crazy.
That's what it says. That's unless somebody actually pays that amount for it. That's not what it's selling for.
No.
And that's just somebody who's trying to sell it. It's not actually Amazon. So yeah.
Precisely. And Carmen says to Josie, hello and welcome. Mary Jo says, some years ago, we went to Asheville, North Carolina, and did the Biltmore Estates tour. Very cool. Josie says, hi to Carmen. It's 10:30 a.m. here. So it's okay. You're right. It's the next day. That's amazing. So
Yeah.
Amy says, hi and welcome to Josie. Tanya says, hi to Josie. And Annie got to 53% in The Masterpiece by Fiona Davis.
Excellent.
Josie waving hello to everyone. Romantic Bookworm says, little one woke up, so spent most of that sprint has been spent trying to get her back to sleep. We still have that bad cold from last week, and now partner has caught it. Oh, no.
No.
That's a bummer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Better.
And Amy says, speaking of the BSC, it seems that the audiobooks are Audible exclusives. No wonder I can't find them on audio at Libby. Yes. But the price of the audiobook is the same price as the ebooks if you own them. So you're buying the ebook twice, basically. Like, you know, because you're paying.
Yeah.
For a 3-hour audiobook,
Yeah.
$12,
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean, I got most of mine, like, on sale. So, because I had the ebooks, and I think they were only $1.99 for the audiobook at the time. So I got, like, the first 10. But I'm not really going to get a lot more.
I feel like Audible's being a little petty making those Audible exclusives so that
Yes.
I mean, because they're kids' books and everything too, and so other kids aren't going to be able to listen to
Well,
them.
that's what I mean. They would do so great at libraries.
Yeah.
You know? And Amy says, or my thing is with Audible exclusives. Okay, maybe make them exclusive for like a year,
Yeah.
and then kind
Yeah.
of release them. You know,
Exactly. And especially like for an older series, because kids aren't going to walk into a bookstore and find them. So I feel like it's a detriment to Scholastic or Ann M. Martin or whatever to have it on Audible exclusive, because more kids found it in the library, they would read it. They're not walking, you can't find them in the bookstore anymore. Like maybe one of the Little Sisters or
the graphic novels are the
that's
ones
what
you're going to
I was
find.
the graphic, but the originals, you know,
Nope.
so if they're not available in the library and they're charging that much per book on Audible exclusive, it just seems like it would be a detriment to them.
Exactly.
I mean, they know something I don't, but
my personal opinion is that they re-release them not for kids. They re-release them for the adults.
for us,
Yeah, for us. And I'm still, because I would have loved if they'd done a super special, because you know how they all do the different chapters. Tiffany, you remember?
yeah,
And if they'd had the different narrators do the different chapters,
yeah.
I would have paid the $12 for that book. You know what I mean? But I understand why there was a lot of money involved. I mean, 134 original books. You know, that's a lot of money to narrators.
Oh, for sure.
Because they do stuff like Brittany, like I said, Brittany Presley does Christie's books, and the way she does Karen, Christie's little sister, she just sounds as annoying as I imagine her to be. It's just so perfect.
Y'all think
and Amy says,
AI will
"Sorry,
get
you're."
like? So you think AI will get good enough to where, like, they can narrate books, like, give it like 10, 20 years, and
Oh yeah.
probably
yeah.
AI will be.
Yeah, because they have some of those like that, like the Apple books or whatever,
Virtual voice.
the virtual voice, and some of them I don't think they're that bad, but
They're
they
not
don't
that bad.
they don't have
They're-
the inflections and the things like that. But if you give it a few years, I'm sure
That's what, yeah. They're none of them are horrible anymore. Even A has gotten better. Don't get me wrong, they're not, but the virtual voice is better than A, but it's the inflection and like if a word is hyphenated and goes on to the next line, like they don't know it, you know, stuff like that. Or of course, they might be they're reading the word just as the word, and sometimes it might be somebody saying an exclamation point or, you know, whatever, and they're just like, you know,
Oh my God, he's dead.
What cracks me up when they pronounce
what
when they pronounce
what?
Yeah. When they pronounce the names wrong, they'll you know, like Aaron for like Aaron or something. Yes, like,
My favorite was a guy driving a Porsche dial 911. That's what it was. Dial 911 to get that. And I'm like, no. But I do have, and I did pay for a year membership to Speechify, and I use it quite a bit. And my thing with that is it sounds better than A, in my opinion. And the fact is that you can pick different voices. And at Christmas, they had a Santa Claus voice, like a jolly kind of, you know. And then they also have, like, because I listen to some of the Harlequin historicals or books set in the UK, you can pick a UK narrator. So you're not getting, and I really like that a lot. Like, it's not perfect. It's far, far, far from perfect. And I know a lot of people will argue the whole thing with AI, and I get it. But for a lot of books, they're not available on audiobook. And I think a lot of people rely on that for many reasons. Yeah. So why not utilize those tools?
It's like if I can listen to a Harlequin book or whatever, and it's the virtual voice, then I don't care. I'll do that as long as I can listen to it, because I might not be able to get it any other way.
Absolutely.
I do think the virtual voice is much better. And, you know, I mean, we need those accessibility for people who just may need it for the ability to even, you know, consume a book. And I think it's great. I just, to Brian's point, I think it will continue to get better and better. But I do see improvement from where we started, even in that, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Big time. Big time.
I mean, I see that with, like, when you do speech to word and you are doing a sentence. I remember when you first got it was you had to, like, slowly enunciate, and then you go, comma, and then keep on going and go,
don't step on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Minnie, right? My cat stepped on something she shouldn't have stepped on. That hurt.
Oh.
I can see her like little tail running around.
Right? I must step on you all the time. Amy says, sorry to hear about the coal being passed around. Romantic Bookworm says, I'm signed into my own Kindle account on my phone, so I get the best of both worlds. And also my physical books, of course, so that's fantastic. Amy says, so about $5 for the ebook and another $5 for the audiobook. Yeah, I did it originally just to hear the voices that were picked for the babysitters, because I wanted to hear what it sounded like, right? And then, like I said, a bunch of them went on sale, and if some of them go on sale again, I might pick them up, but I'm not rushing to get them on audio. Emily, poor Brian.
Why poor Brian?
Because of all the talk about all these inches of snow.
Oh,
If Brian didn't want the abuse, he would not be here.
I work with 4 other women, so yeah,
Brian's
I'm
used to
used
this.
to it.
Tiffany.
Okay.
Laughing at Lee. Emily says, yes, the married couple where she embarrasses him with the pickup line. She is so funny. Yes. And there's also the married couple where I think they have 2 boys, and she has long brown hair and glasses, and he's always so inappropriate, like making like rude, married type jokes. They're hilarious as well. Absolutely hilarious. Sock says, where in Roxy's Discord are these graphics?
The general chat,
General
I think.
section, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
general section.
Okay. Josie said, I'm from Wales. It's very wet, windy, and cold. Wow, Wales to Japan. That is so cool.
Wow, yeah, that's different.
That's amazing.
Really? And Sock says, I found the graphic. It's so cute.
Oh,
Kristen says, I can't DNF. It's a traveling book, and everyone I know that's read it says it's the best.
Mm.
And that's a bummer. Everybody likes it, and you're like, this is slow and boring.
This is okay.
yeah.
And Barb says, how does Harlequin sell the books if they take them back at the end of the month? I know it sounds stupid, but always because they are so popular that they sell enough of them in the month. Like back in the day before ebooks and anything like that, that's what it was, is that they would come off the shelf at the end of the month and you would put
And
new
you
ones
can
out.
still get them on the Harlequin website.
You can until the stock sells out. You're absolutely correct. Yep.
Oh my gosh, Brian, that's hysterical.
Do you
Oh.
find it?
So good.
It's cute, ain't it?
Yes, that's so good.
Sock says to Kristen, hey, Kristen, I didn't see you there. Emily says, finger crossed, my car starts tomorrow. I haven't ventured out since Thursday. Yikes. Anita
So
says,
if anybody is wanting to see,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
yeah, I think that's brilliant. That is so good.
hilarious. That's so
Running
good.
for our lives.
What you need to do is put Santa hats on everybody, and there's your Christmas card for next year.
There you go.
There you go.
Hi, puppy, and hi, Kairu from Jill.
Hello.
Emily says, Steve and Nurse John are funny. I saw that Steve short. Yeah, that one was hilarious.
Nurse John is really funny.
Nurse John with the wigs. I mean,
Yes.
it's just...
Yes.
And
I
I'm
love
not a nurse, but spending as much time in the hospital as I have, I can identify all the different nurses he's playing. You know what I mean?
I love when he goes through the generations. He's like,
Me too. The
how
boomer
each
Yeah.
generation responds to, and it's hysterical.
asking to stay late or something like that, and the boomer's like, "Yeah, I basically live here." You know, the millennial, "No, I'm going to the bar tonight, and I'm not getting home till blah blah blah."
Wow,
Barb
so
says,
funny.
even as a pharmacy tech, I hear and see a lot. No doubt. Kristen says, hey to Sock. Emily says, there's also a pandemic. Who does sorts of things that he's seen on calls?
Paramedic.
Yeah, a paramedic. Yeah, that's right. Paramedic. I can read. I'm telling you, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The EMTs, if the firefighters get their own calendar, the EMTs need their own calendar. I've always said that. Just hanging out in the emergency room gives you something to look at. Barb says, love your mug, Tiffany.
Oh, Barbara got it for me.
In my defense, I was left unsure.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Roxy needs
It's
one.
amazing. And
I
it's
have
like the
one that said murder is bad. That's why I drink coffee.
I love it
That'd
because
be
I
me.
like oversized mugs, but then it's also like the thick-lipped mug, like
Yeah.
It's like a camp. I think they're called camp mugs.
the camping ones. Yes,
Yeah,
and those are my favorite. I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm. I have one, and I forgot I had it because I was unpacking some stuff in the book room the other day, and somebody bought it from me years ago, and it says Shh, I'm counting, and it's for knitting. So like when I would sit there and I'd be knitting, and Garrett would talk to me, I'd just turn the mug towards him, like, "Don't talk to me, I'm counting." Oh, is it time? No. Okay. I wave my arms around so much I've hit my step count for the day. Normally, Romantic Books says, normally when big storms hit us, here in Scotland, it's generally up north and the Highlands area that gets it worse, and we are normally not too bad in central Scotland. Only a little snow and rain. Interesting. Mary Jo says, that's why I can't do audio. I'd fall asleep and have to rewind the audio.
Yeah.
I think my mom kept complaining about it, so I finally showed her how to put the timer on. So at least it would stop at a certain point, because that's what she does when she goes to bed, is she listens to her audiobook. So, and Jill says, Brian, that's why I don't do audiobooks. Cajun, I butt myself in the face with my Kindle falling asleep.
Oh yeah.
Annie says, I only listen to BSC at night. They are my bedtime stories, and if I fall asleep, it's easy to find my place. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Family and Books says, hi, Sarah, Roxy, Storm, Tiffany, Lee, Brian, and chat. Just swinging by to hug
Hi,
the
Paula.
Paula, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And we have, although the beast from the East Storm a few years ago hit everyone in Scotland, a little bit of snow and everything grinds to a halt, and we are never equipped for it.
Yeah.
Cajun asking a good question. Has anyone seen Christina lately? Now that I'm thinking about it, no. It's been a few weeks, right?
Yeah, I don't know when the last time was. That's weird. She's normally in every sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Amy says, just took the dogs out. It's 24 Fahrenheit, feels like 13. -4 and feels like -11. Ooh.
That's about the temperature over here right now.
Isn't she like in the cold weather climate, Christina?
I think she is.
So maybe they're getting some really bad weather.
I hope not. Hope she's okay. Kim says, I think I'm going to have to turn my heat on. My glasses keep fogging up. Mary Jo says, page 480 of 564. Well done. And she says, thanks for the sprints. Time to do cake and ice cream. Oh, for my dad's birthday. See everyone soon. Happy birthday again to your dad.
Enjoy.
And Amy says, I got 41% in Angels and Demons. Sock said, 0 reading accomplished. Well done, Sock. I'm proud of you. And Kathy says, only 2 more chapters to go, and I'm done with the book. Yay! Well done. Jill says, read 24 pages of Take Me Home for Christmas by Brenda Novak. 259 of 395. She's such a great author, too.
Yeah.
Norman says, I made it to 56%. Amy says, I got to 25% in The Princess Problem. Kat says, I'm back for the last chatty bit. My husband and I watched 1 episode of Black Summer, a zombie series.
Oh.
Stormy's ears perked up.
I'm not a big zombie person.
And I'm like, before bed?
Yeah.
But Kat's a huge zombie person. She has her
Zombie-a-thon, right?
Zombie-a-thon, yeah.
Yes.
I always try to
my
find middle grade or kids zombie books to participate, because
They got people outside walking around looking like zombies.
Mm.
I was gonna say my before bedtime show is an episode of Frasier. That's about as
Love Frasier.
Frasier or the Golden Girls, one or the other.
I go in between Frasier, the Golden Girls, and Will and Grace.
Love Will and Grace.
I do too. They're kind of like because I've seen them all. So falling asleep at
Will is the guy who plays Will, Eric McCormick, is my second cousin by marriage.
Oh.
He's married to my dad's something. I don't know. They're out in British Columbia. I don't know.
Love Will and Grace so much.
I know. Karen has always been my favorite.
Karen is Karen and Jack are both my
and she's
are
got
my
the
favorite.
drink, and she's walking with a drink, and Grace is like, "What do you think this is, Vegas?" Like, she's walking around. And Jack and Beverly Leslie. Beverly Leslie was a delight.
I mean his character, Beverly Leslie. I mean, oh my gosh, with his little spurs and his little like Western outfit.
Now I have to start. I haven't rewatched that show in years. I'll have to try and find it. I'm sure we got it somewhere.
Good.
Kim says, I love the Biltmore, and one of my favorite movies was filmed there, The Private Eyes, and with Don Knotts and Tim Conway in the 1980s. Oh, very cool.
I love Don Knotts.
Kristen says, little bro prefers to read YouTube. So like Magic School Bus books are on YouTube, and he'll read along with them. That's fabulous.
That's amazing. That's a great idea.
And she says, I prefer him to read a page, and then I read the next. but when he's with the fam, they feel it helps him prep for testing for school. It's called Advanced Reader Test, and if they meet a certain percentage, they get an award. And I think lunch with the principal. Oh, that's very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Sock says, I've heard AI voiceovers on YouTube. They sometimes struggle with words like refuse that have the same spelling but different pronunciation depending on the meeting.
Yeah.
I got that one on my Speechify today, and it was the word live. And they meant live, but they said live. So it does kind of, you kind of pause and go, okay, I know what you meant, you know?
Read red.
Kitty. Annie says, I had a friend that lived in Holton, Maine, and they used to take the battery out of their car at night and bring it in the house. I'm picturing like you're tucking it in for the night beside you.
Get a little blanket on it.
Yeah. Kristen says, my stepmom did her last strike next to Nurse John, and she sent a pic to us, so excited, saying, look who's on the line with us. Oh, that's very cool.
Oh,
That's very cool. And he says, when it was below 0, yeah. Says, Amy, thank you. Emily says, I need to say goodnight and start winding down so I can get some sleep. Tomorrow is going back to it's going to be interesting going back to work. Good luck to you, Emily.
yes.
And good luck with your car starting in the morning. Amy says, I'm going to get off now. I have a headache that won't go away. Thank you for the sprint tonight. Amy, I hope you feel better soon.
Feel better.
Romantic book. It would be nice to see the Babysitters Club Nancy Drew and Sweet Valley High books added to the Audible Plus account, even if for a limited time since they're becoming harder to get.
Yes.
I know they do Nancy Drew on audio, the Babysitters Club on audio. They did not do the original Sweet Valley High series on audio. Not on audio like we're used to now. Back in the day, you used to be able to get, I think, like the first 6 books on tape. And if anyone else remembers cassette tapes.
Mr. Fancy Pants, what you doing?
Sock says, one of my favorite movies was filmed at the Biltmore. Being there with Peter Sellers and Shirley MacLaine.
Oh.
Cool.
Meg says, hi all. I've been mostly lurking as I was doing a few things. I did manage to finish on borrowed time during the last sprint, and I'm giving it between 4 and 4.25 stars.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh, we shall celebrate.
Mm-hmm. Yay. And Sock says, I fall asleep with Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I've been doing that for over 30 years.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's all good show.
Yep. And Kat says, zombies do not give me nightmares. Now, Criminal Minds might. I will be reading The Blue Castle before bed. And she says to Kim, that's a cool fun fact. I have The Private Eyes. My grandmother and I went to see it at the movie theater. Oh, that's fantastic.
That's cool.
And congratulations to Meg. And that is, we're at the end of our comments. It's 22 hours, which means Tiffany's turning into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We kind of talked about this a little bit last night, but very quickly, Roxy, you got anything coming up, or did you put something new up on your channel recently?
My video uploaded today, my weekly reading report, and then tomorrow we're doing reading sprints. Everyone's invited. Just come whenever you can. I'll be sprinting a long time.
I will be there. Tiffany, what about you?
I put up the Babysitters Club announcement. Yes, it's today, Monday. Yesterday. And then later this week will be the part 1 of the February releases. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable.
February, like month 2 releases.
I know. This year's been 8 years long already, but that's not the point. Brian, what about you?
Nothing special. Still haven't done the book review that I've
been
wanting to do. But hey, that's
work is work and life gets busy.
Yep,
work is work. Right. Life gets busy. BookTube should be fun. Shouldn't feel like a chore. And
exactly.
You're right. Exactly.
I'll get back to book reviews eventually.
We're happy to see you on these sprints. It's delightful. So
it's great having. Like I said, I'll be on as much as possible with my work schedule. But I mean, thank you for having me.
Thank you for putting up with Roxy.
Hey, I'm a delight. I'm delightful.
I'm delightful. I want it now. I remember I have a T-shirt that I'm buying, and it's got like a raccoon or something on it. It says, "First of all, I'm a delight." I need to get that for her. Stormy, what about you?
Well, today I had my February TBR. What I call a small February TBR, and everybody else is like, that's a lot of books. But I thought it was small.
Please.
But then tomorrow I have my 2 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I will have my weekend review. Yay. And then at some point I need to film my February new releases video.
I had my weekend books come up today. Tomorrow, my 2 on Tuesday. If you want a sneak peek, here's one of them. It's a Desire novel.
Ooh.
I have way too many bags of books in that room, so I literally closed my eyes, went into the bag, and went, "This'll do." But I'm trying not to get vintage ones because I want to save those ones for February.
Yeah.
Mm.
I went over to I have a few books over on the bookshelf, and I was like, is there a category over here? Yeah, there is. And what else? Okay, that one looked good. And that's why I took mine out too. I don't even know what they're about or anything.
Right? It's kind of more fun that way for us as well, I think, you know?
Yeah, and then you try to look them up and try to find stuff, and you're like, oh, I can't find anything.
Yeah, the first author, like both of the authors are more modern. They're both more recently published books, so I found a little bit more on both of them.
Yeah.
And one is Love Inspired. The other one's so I'm doing a Desire and a Love Inspired. Talk about polar opposite books.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And then on Wednesday, speaking of old category books, I'm going to be doing a video on a bit of the history and backstory of the Montana Mavericks line or series.
Oh,
The long running. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that one a little bit because a lot of people have asked about that.
I don't know what that particularly is. I just like the idea of you talking about like a backstory of the series.
Yeah, I'm going to do like series spotlights on some of these, like the Coltons and the Montana Mavericks.
Some of the ones that are like 100 in. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
read them, but I don't know. I don't think I know the backstory. So it'd be nice to learn about the backstory.
Because
Yeah,
I've had the
I think
pleasure of
that's
talking to the authors who write for them and how they work these kind of like overarching stories and stuff like that. So I think it'll be fun to discuss.
100 books. Harlequin
Yeah, there's
has
100
series
books in
like that.
Yeah, but they're broken up into 6-book series.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
Mavericks, blah, blah, blah.
They've been like running from like what, the late 80s or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
same series? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like kind of like the same like families or the
Yeah, boy, them Coltons, boy, they get around them Coltons.
Well,
I
no,
did
with
not
the
know
the Montana
that.
Mavericks, I think they only like take place in like Montana. I know they kind of jump from family to family,
Maybe that's
but
it,
it's the
yeah.
Fortunes of Texas is the one you're thinking of, Stormy, where it's all the Fortune family that kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but there's like several of those different things like that. That's like long running. It's like crazy.
Yeah, like I said, the Colton, and for Harlequin, when I was working with them, I did a video for them on the Colton series. So that was really, really interesting. But yeah, so anyway, that's it, you guys. Everybody's just saying thank you for the sprints. Just popping here. Good night. Stay safe. And then just here, Sock is mentioning if anyone has availability on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern and wants to be on camera, let me know and I'll send you an invite for the sprints. Socky, send it to me, please. I will take one. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you later in the week.
Thanks, Sarah.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Feel
everybody.
better, everyone.